Hey everyone, what is going on? And welcome back to another shoutcast. So we are shoutcasting battles from last season. So this is a legend who hit legend last season. You know, it's pretty interesting. This team, and I wouldn't have picked up on it if they didn't point it out, but this team is the Pokemon that were in the rocket rotations. They're still currently in the rocket rotations, right? We got the Bagon, then we got the Zubat and the Tentacool. So that's actually really cool. And they're all shiny, so shout out to you. Awesome. Awesome. So yeah, so as I said, battles are from last season, so we're not going to see any for Alligator. Technically, we could, we might see for Alligator. It's not going to have Shadow Claw because that wasn't out. For Alligator, it would have Waterfall, but we won't see one. You get the point. But other than that, the meta mostly stayed the same. There'll be no Gallade, no Empoleon, but yeah, we'll see how these battles play out. So thank you so much for submitting this content. I know I am a season late, but I do appreciate the submission nonetheless. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and dive right into it. Shelgon, a triple shiny team. Into Charge Bug. Okay, so you do resist the electric attacks, which is really good. And the backline does not want to see Charge Bug, right? So that is really good that you see it in the lead, because the backline does not want to see it. Although they do have Crunch, so they can hit for neutral damage. Gonna go straight for the Flamethrower. This will KO. They probably shield. No, they actually just let it go. Okay, fair enough. They do let it go. So that was a good Flamethrower there. Can't make it to a move. Poliwrath does get the farm down. You do have the Tentacool, which is really good. Now, if you're the Golbat, it is double poison in the back, so Golbat does resist counter, but you do want to bring in the Tentacool because Tentacool resists all the charge attacks, whereas Golbat does not resist Icy Wind. It is weak to Icy Wind, right? So definitely want to bring in the Tentacool there. I'm going to go ahead and switch into Golbat now. This should be a pretty good game right now, even a Shadow Ball. And they actually bait, so that's a beautiful call there. If they Shadow Balled, it would have done a lot of damage, but it wouldn't have KO'd, right? So very well played to both trainers and able to take that one. It's fun shoutcasting again, I'm going to be honest, it really is. If you all want to submit anything, I would prefer Great League right now, but yeah, if you want to submit anything, that's awesome. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Twister. That is not something you say every day, because Twister is not a common move. However, the opponent does shield. You might not be aware that Shogun has Twister, but you probably assume it has another Dragon attack. Maybe it could have Dragon Claw. It doesn't, but maybe if you're the opponent, you're not aware of it, right? So I totally get that. But we do see a shield there. That's a nice bait by the opponent. You could probably get away with farming down, but you do have to respect the Shadow Ball, and unfortunately, it's a Surf. Yeah, maybe you couldn't farm down. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Poison Fang. It's hard to say. They would have made it. At the very least, made a Surf. So that was worth throwing the Poison Fang there. Green coming in. Okay, just throw these Poison Fangs immediately. No reason to bait, because, you can't throw Shadow Ball into Green, and the opponent knows that, right? But here's the thing. Like, you could take a Body Slam, and they're going to have a difficult time mud-shotting down. So Body Slam, and by difficult time I mean impossible. So the opponent actually catches onto Decidueye, but that's fine. Yeah, you would prefer Flamethrower here, but Twister still going to be doing okay damage, and wow, they actually do get the farm down, but they go to 1 HP. They have an attack, okay. So what attack do they have? It probably KOs no matter what. Braper definitely KOs. I was thinking maybe Frenzy, but that would probably still KO, right? Okay, so out comes the Greedent right now. You definitely live 2 Body Slams here. Crunch, they're going for the debuff. I think that is probably the correct play there. Yeah, going for the Acid Spray is fine, because now you're going to debuff them, and then you're going to be able to farm down. Could have just farmed down as well. Yeah, I guess farming down without throwing that probably would have made sense, because they would have fainted, I think, in the same amount of poison. Yeah, it doesn't matter, who cares? However, if the opponent did get a debuff, I think they would have won, because I think that would have KO'd. But either way, well played to both trainers. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. Seeking. Okay, so triple Legacy Seeking, I assume, right? Gonna switch into one of your poison types. I do like that. The only issue is Icy Wind, right? So yeah, I'm sure you live this one, non-stab Icy Wind, but it would get you pretty low. So I do think it is worth the shield. Golbat is gonna go ahead and go for this Poison Fang right now. Another Poison Fang. Probably enough to pick up the KO. We might see a shield if the opponent wants to get to another Icy Wind. We do see the shield, and the opponent does want to get to another Icy Wind. This actually might KO at this health. This probably does. No, it still doesn't KO, but it does put it in farm down range. So Okay, ooh, okay, Wishcash coming in. The good thing about this is they can't go, I mean, you're not switching out for sure. But against Wishcash, I mean, they can't go for Scold because it's resisted. So you know it's going to be Mud Bomb. So you don't have to worry about a debuff. But you're still taking a lot of damage, and 2 obviously going to be enough to KO. And they do actually barely get to it. Let it go. Thumb down with the Tentacruel. Like that. So Tentacruel is going to go ahead and farm down right now. And we'll see what comes in. Going to be an Annihilate. Okay, fair enough. Go straight Scold, right? Yeah, definitely go straight Scold here. A Shadow Ball is threatening, and the question is, do they bait? You don't get a debuff, which is really unfortunate. And they also have a catch potential. A Shadow Ball probably, I mean, just KOs you. Gonna call the Ice Slash. Ice Punch, even better. Wow, that is amazing. So now you can shield this Ice Punch. Yeah, if you shielded that one, they get to the ball, I think. And they KO you, and now they switch and maybe going for the catch. They're not able to get it. And now you do get off the Scald, which will KO the Annihilate. And that is going to be a great game. Very well played to both trainers there. But yeah, able to take that one. Really nice indeed. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. Shogun into, ooh, Whimsicott. This is bad, but you do have 2 poison types in the back. So, not going to switch out. Okay, very interesting. Oh, maybe trying to catch. Okay, fair enough. Maybe trying to catch, but not able to do so, which is really unfortunate. So far, being hard counted, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Poison Fang right now. Yeah, I mean, they can't farm you down. Well, they would have to shield the next attack if they did. And are we going to see a Poison Fang? I think we are. Yeah, we are going to see a Poison Fang. I think this will pick up the shield from the opponent because a Shadow Ball will KO. So they do shield it, so that's good. So you do make it to another one, which is good. So that was a really good bait. But this is still not going to KO. It almost does. Unfortunately, it does not. Even though they would double debuff. They do get off an attack. Shogun does resist these attacks. Surf, Thunderbolt. Right. Thunderbolt's still going to chunk at it because it is a Shadow Shogun at the end of the day. Whimsicott coming in. You probably just let this go and bring in Tentacruel and hope that Tentacruel can win. Grass Knot, even though it's resistant, is going to KO. And we do see a Noctowl. You're not running Blizzard. Okay, not even going to charge up for the Blizzard. That makes sense because you want to debuff them as soon as possible. And yeah, so I like that. I like that. So Noctowl is going to go ahead and go for an attack. Going to let it go. It's going to be a Sky attack. Able to take it. Going for the Acid Spray. This pretty much has to get the shield. Yeah, it does get the shield, and now you debuff them, so that's good. And now, obviously, you have the shield. And keep in mind, their Whimsicott is taking double super effective damage, right? Because it's a Grass and Fairy type. So, look how much damage they're taking, and you do make it to the Acid Spray. And because it's double super effective, it will be enough to KO, and that is going to be a great game. Very well played to both trainers. So despite that hard loss in the lead, still able to overcome it. I like the attempted catch in the beginning too. Unfortunately, that didn't pay off, but still it ended up working out. Well played. Okay, going up against a Skarn. I mean, Flamethrower has to be respected here if you're aware that Shogun has Flamethrower, and some people might not because Shogun is not a Pokemon you see. But gonna go ahead and go for the bait. I do think they'll bait they'll shield this, so I think this is a really good bait. They do shield that, and now you want to get to the Flamethrower. Oh, they do get to an attack, shielding it up, going for the Flamethrower now. We'll see if the opponent decides to shield. Yeah, going for the Flamethrower at the last possible second. So this Flamethrower is going to be enough to KO, but will they shield it? They will shield it. Okay, fair enough. The problem is, Brave British is going to destroy this Tentacruel, and there's no reason for them not to throw it, right? It doesn't KO because Tentacruel is pretty bulky, but out comes Wishcash. Wishcash is going to get a good farm. They'll be able to Scold the Golbat, so this is going to be a rough one. No debuff as well, but to be honest, I don't know that debuff matters or not, or the lack of a debuff. Golbat is coming out right now. Okay, Golbat is obviously going to be hit with that. That's rough. And Poison Fang is coming out right now. And yeah, it's going to be a loss, right? I mean, I see no way you could win this one. I'm trying to catch. Maybe if you caught, maybe you could win that. But that was actually a good attempt. That was a tough game. This is a tough game. Yeah, this could be a loss, but no, they still had a Gligar in the back, so even if you caught, like, there's really no way to win that. But either way, thank you so much for sharing your battle experiences with us. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.